A common concern for getting an ADHD diagnosis is the fear of what that label will do, or that it will have no effect at all. Tragically, what's not often considered is the label that person has already been given, either by themselves or by other things that they've been told. For myself, and I know for many others out there, that label is so much worse and more debilitating. It is harmful and it's inaccurate. An accurate diagnosis that comes with knowledge, understanding, and even resources is far better than your emotional perception of yourself. Perhaps an even bigger benefit is that it means you're not alone. There's a massive community of people who have gone through many of the same struggles you have and can share the things that they found to help them function. Before I knew I had ADHD, I thought I was broken and lazy. I thought it was my fault and I just wasn't trying hard enough. I didn't need a diagnosis to tell me that I struggle, but I didn't know why I struggled. When I tried to accomplish something and failed, I assumed that I was working from the same place everyone else was. They had the same baseline I did. It's normal to assume that others will have the same perception and experience as you. Because of this, you will hold yourself to the same standard, which is not fair to you. ADHD causes real impairments that others objectively do not have. While yes, everyone is human and everyone is forgetful, everyone is not a little ADHD. Most people do not experience an overwhelming and consistent level of symptoms. If someone has weak vision and they aren't given glasses, should the same expectations be put on them as with someone with perfect vision? Imagine what a person will think about themselves if they have weak vision and struggle more in school and everyday tasks. Think about what they'll say about themselves. They would blame themselves for something that isn't their fault and something that is treatable. Let's say there's a situation where someone may have ADHD, but they appear to be high functioning and have accomplished much. The first thought may be that the person doesn't struggle and therefore has no need for diagnosis or treatment. The problem is that this is only surface level. While this person may have found ways to cope and overcome many challenges, at what cost? What is their mental health and self-esteem like? How much more effort have they had to put in to accomplish the same thing as their peers? Despite how high functioning they may be, they will still experience daily challenges that neurotypical people do not face. Many undiagnosed and unmedicated ADHDers are shocked to learn that it's even possible to have a quiet mind. There are many things like this that we wouldn't even consider. We don't know how other people are living. We only know our own reality, however broken that may be. You might assume that your behaviors and experiences are normal when they just aren't. For many ADHDers, it's also incredibly emotional trying medication for the first time. We may experience feelings of relief, but also of grief. It's the first time for many of us getting a chance to see how other people are feeling all of the time. We imagine what our lives could have been had we had support and treatment earlier. Leading up to my ADHD assessment, I was scared. I was terrified of the possibility that there wasn't an explanation for my struggles, other than that I was lazy. I was just making excuses. What if I'm just faking it? What if it's just me and I'm the problem? What if I'm just not trying hard enough? That thought was especially troubling for me. At the beginning of every school week, I'd think to myself, this one will be different. I won't procrastinate this time. I'll just try harder and get it all done. But it always ended the same. And each day and week, I just felt worse, which affected my mental health and motivation, which made it even worse. No. My ADHD diagnosis didn't make me feel bad about myself. It's one of the most freeing experiences I've ever had. There was an explanation. I'm not just a bad person. I don't mind my diagnosis, and I can finally accept that it's not my fault for struggling. I can't make my ADHD go away. It's a part of me, but I can look at situations differently. I can figure out ways to work with my brain. By learning more about how my brain works, I can better understand myself and set myself up for success. I was diagnosed in high school, and for me it still feels late. I wish I had been diagnosed so much earlier. At the end of the day, this conversation matters because right now there's far too many people that think they're broken and alone just because they don't understand how their brain works. I want to do anything I can to help those people. I hope that I've been able to provide a fresh perspective. Whether you're just considering getting assessed or you've been diagnosed for years, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video and any experiences or stories you'd like to share. And if you'd like to learn about how you can manage your ADHD, I'll be sure to put some resources in the description. Thanks for watching.